For more than 7 decades, Willie Nelson's voice has been a soundtrack for America's heart and soul, a voice that carries both rebellion and grace, sorrow and wisdom. From the open highways to quiet corners of lonely bars, his songs have told stories of love, heartbreak, and freedom. Now, at 91, the country music legend faces a chapter of his life that no one can avoid, slowing down and reflecting on a lifetime lived fully. The first signs. Willie Nelson has always seemed unstoppable. Even as his peers retired, the red-headed stranger kept touring, writing and recording as if time itself had forgotten him. Fans often joked that Willie would still be singing long after the rest of us were gone. Yet in recent years, the pace slowed. He began canceling shows here and there, though he insisted it was exhaustion or a temporary setback. Behind the scenes, close friends noticed subtle changes, the way he moved, the slight tremble in his once thunderous voice, and the signs of years spent breathing smoky air in packed venues. Willie's health had always been his quiet companion, and chronic breathing issues had been a challenge for years. Doctors encouraged him to rest, but rest had never been part of Willie's life. His philosophy was simple: move, create, and live fully. "If I stop," he once said, "I'll probably die." Those words, spoken half-jokingly decades ago, now carried a weight that friends and family couldn't ignore. Facing reality. When Willie received a serious diagnosis, it wasn't a moment of panic. Instead, it became a time of reflection. The road, which had always been his home, was no longer something he could conquer with the same vigor. But Willie faced the news as he had faced everything else in life, with honesty, humor, and music. Late at night, he would sit on his porch with his guitar, strumming softly under the Texas moonlight, singing songs like "Always on My Mind," not for an audience, but for himself, as a quiet celebration of the life he had lived. His family noticed the change most of all. Children and close friends began spending more time with him at his ranch outside Austin. He was reflective, grateful, and at peace. "Dad's not afraid," one of his sons said. "He's lived 10 lives in one, and he's proud of every part of it." Even on stage, during what may have been one of his last tours, fans could feel the difference. His trademark smile remained, but the energy had softened. He leaned on his guitar more, took longer pauses, and let audiences feel the quiet beauty of a man savoring his remaining moments. The music never stopped. Despite the slowing pace, Willie refused to let sadness define him. He joked with his band, laughed with fans, and reminded everyone that life was still worth celebrating. "Every day is a good day if you wake up," he quipped during one of his later performances, prompting roars of laughter and applause. Friends say Willie chose to spend his remaining time surrounded by music, family, and the open land he loved. Mornings became his favorite part of the day. Watching the sunrise over the ranch, a cup of coffee in one hand and a guitar in the other, savoring the simple joys he had long chased on the road. Reflections on a lifetime. In these reflective moments, Willie shared stories of his youth, writing songs in run-down motels, sleeping in his car between gigs, and the thrill of finally breaking through with hits like "Crazy," "On the Road Again," and "Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain." "I never chased fame," he said softly. "I just chased the music. The rest followed." Those close to him describe a man at peace. He spoke often about his gratitude for friendships, family, laughter, heartbreak, and redemption. Music had always been both his medicine and his joy. When life got hard, he turned to melody, not anger, and even in reflection, his humor remained sharp. During a visit from Chris Christopherson, his longtime friend joked, "You've outlived all of us, old man." Willie laughed and replied, "Guess I forgot to die." That spirit, stubborn, funny, and full of grit, is what made him beloved beyond his music. Preparing a legacy. As his health gradually declined, Willie began organizing his affairs. He made sure his music catalog and touring legacy would continue in the hands of his family and trusted collaborators. His sons, Lucas and Micah, both talented musicians, became more involved, preserving not just the work, but the essence of what made it special. Willie advised them, "Don't try to be me. Just be true to yourself. The music will follow." He also recorded unreleased, intimate tracks intended for family and loved ones. These songs were not for charts or fame. They were a gift of honesty and emotion. "You can hear the years in it," one producer said. Every note reflected a life fully lived, carrying both joy and wisdom that only time could bring. Willie spoke about forgiveness too, both of himself and others, and embraced gratitude for the full spectrum of his experiences. A farewell tour. When Willie announced a final tour, fans knew it would be something special. "I've had a good run. Let's make this last one count," he said simply. Tickets sold out in hours. Each concert became a reunion, a celebration of life, and a tribute to the people who had shared his journey. On stage, Willie was fragile but radiant. Steps were slower, breaths longer, yet his presence commanded attention. The opening chords of Always on My Mind often brought audiences to silence, hanging on every word of the man whose songs had shaped their lives. Sometimes, midway through songs, the crowd instinctively picked up where he left off, and he would smile, grateful for the connection. Behind the scenes, he kept the mood light, telling jokes and sharing gratitude with his crew. The tour was a reminder of his philosophy. Life was best lived fully, and music was the thread that connected all moments. The final concert. The last concert, held in Austin, was electric with emotion. The sun set over the open-air venue as fans cheered before he even played a note. Willie opened with Whiskey River, performed stories, and invited his sons on stage. It was less a concert than a family gathering, one that spanned generations. When the final chords of Will the Circle Be Unbroken echoed, the audience erupted. Willie raised his hat, whispered, "See you down the road," and stepped off stage, leaving a legacy of music, love, and connection. Returning home, after the farewell tour, Willie returned to his ranch in Spicewood, Texas, the place where his story had always begun and where it now continued in quiet reflection. Surrounded by family, animals, and nature, he embraced the calm he had long sought. Mornings became sacred. He would watch the sky turn from dark blue to gold, coffee in hand, guitar nearby. "That's my kind of show now," he said with a smile. Humor remained. When asked if he feared what lay ahead, he would laugh. "Nah, I'm just trying to figure out which one of my old friends I'll see first." He continued writing lyrics and poetry, scrawled on napkins, envelopes, and scraps of paper. Many were about gratitude, love, and the beauty of simple moments. His children often sat with him, preserving the writings for a future tribute album. Music, as always, was both his voice and his gift to the world. A life celebrated, Willie's final months were marked by serenity, not sorrow. Friends noted that he spent time listening to old records, humming along softly and sharing memories. He was content. He had said everything he wanted to say. Music would carry the rest. As news of his condition spread, tributes poured in. Fans held candlelight vigils outside his ranch, singing Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain under the Texas sky. Fellow artists, from Dolly Parton to Casey Musgraves, shared heartfelt reflections on his influence. Willie's impact was evident in every corner of the country music world. Peaceful reflections. In his final days, Willie continued to embrace the rhythm of life he had always cherished. Surrounded by family, he shared stories, played music, and enjoyed simple moments. His humor, warmth, and reflective nature remained intact. A friend recalled his final evening, sitting on the porch, strumming on the road again one last time, smiling between verses. "It's been one hell of a ride," he said, and with that, he passed peacefully, leaving behind a legacy that transcends life itself. a lasting legacy. Willie Nelson's legacy goes far beyond fame or fortune. It's in the comfort his music brings, the memories it evokes, and the inspiration it leaves behind. He taught generations that life isn't about the destination, but the journey, and that a song can carry meaning long after its notes fade. His ranch remains a symbol of peace, his guitar preserved as a testament to a life devoted to music, and as long as someone sings on the road again, Willie Nelson will continue to live through melody, spirit, and heart. His story isn't one of endings, it's a celebration of a life fully lived, a life that embraced freedom, love, humor, and creativity. A man who made the world feel a little lighter, a little braver, and a lot more musical. Willie Nelson, the outlaw, the poet, the storyteller, will never truly be gone. His songs will keep us company, reminding us to chase the music, embrace the journey, and find joy in every moment.